Live.
What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Connectwork. You know what I'm saying? You got me, myself, Mr. IKS, Mr. 20%. You can see who else we got on this panel right now. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves?
And you guys already know I'm Tony Lynch. And yeah, man, we're in the house today.
Hey. Brother, myself, Quay. And we got a special guest today, man. You know, this is yo, appreciate the Connectwork, man. We gotta let everybody know that this is the volume 1, man. This ain't just your average show right here, man. So appreciate everybody that supported and is a part of this thing, making it happen, man. Overly appreciate you, Uncle Beats, you, Tony Lynch, and you, IKS, man. And yeah, I guess this right now about to be the most insane, while at the same time informative news channel and entertainment you can ever come across. And we started this right now with the plug himself. Why not? Right. We going straight to the horse's mouth. We could have went to anybody and got all these stars, and man, fuck that. Why? When you got the man behind the stars, the
red carpet hustler,
really driving the red carpet hustler.
Oh, okay. That's what y'all meant by that. I thought that was the name.
I pay attention, man. Yo, yeah. Uncle B, one thing, niggas be having their little backgrounds and all that. You allowed me to pull up. Hood hierarchy is real deal, real life, red leathers and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. So shit. Why wouldn't it be the red carpet hustling, man? You showed it. And yo, one thing I do want to say real quick before we start this show, man. Everybody put their prayers up for Bodine. Man, he out of surgery, so he healing right now. But yeah, brother. Uncle Beats invited me to a fabulous show this weekend, man, with Crucial Conflict, Do or Die, and man, he pulled out all stops for the bro, man. So yeah, and unfortunately, you know, a scenario occurred with our Bodine, but he doing well right now, man. So I just wanted to put that out there again with the overly thank you, Uncle Beats, and man, that's it.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Glad to be here. Allow me to introduce myself. It's the one and only Uncle Beats in the streets, like white lines on the corner, like a stop sign. If you can't find me, I'm in your girlfriend DM. Yes.
Damn.
That's how we doing it off the bat.
You get no clearer than that, huh?
Man. Hey, I do got a question for you, Uncle B. You mess with sports, right? You be watching boxing, basketball, and all that, right?
No sports at all.
No sports? So you just like Quay.
I don't follow them shit either. No, but I can tell you, see, I be telling you, we're gonna win depending on their uniforms.
What you say, Quay? Since you answered the question for me that he was asking me.
I be telling people who team gonna win based off of their uniform. Which one I think is pressure.
I don't even know anything besides the Bulls and the Raiders and stuff. I don't know their uniforms either. I be too busy with other stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
well, I can tell you about the Bulls when Michael Jordan was there. I remember rioting. That's all I remember.
That was a long time ago, brother.
I remember rioting them 3 years, though. I remember that. I got me some Twinkies.
But they went out of style.
That might be a long time ago, but those still legends I remember too. Yeah. Jordan, Pippen, Shaq, Kobe. Like, I don't know none of these dudes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like back then, you know, I never was into sports, but I guess I learned a lot of these people because sports was inspiring then. You know what I mean? It was a part of your life too.
Bears, though. My homie Desmond Clark, he played for the Bears and the Cowboys.
Oh, but tell us the rest of that. Tell us the rest of that story. How many games did you go to?
None. He just played for the Bears. He had a record label though, so I was doing a.
No, but you got to tell him, no, Uncle Beats. He said, man, you said, yo, when somebody said before about the dude on the Bears, you said, man, I ain't go to none of his games. He kept on saying, why you ain't come to my games? But tell him the one game that you finally came to. I mean, when he switched up and went to Dallas.
I did go to the Super Bowl, But I end up just going for the parties and stuff though. That's when I didn't know that it'd be like that when the Super Bowls come. So I want to say they played in Texas that year. I think it was in Texas.
I gotta say, Uncle Beats ain't shit. He said, man, my right hand man, this dude, the NFL, I ain't going to none of your games. I don't watch sports. I don't want to watch these niggas. I know you.
Let me tell y'all
But
something about the internet so you know. This is the new hustle. The podcast stuff is the new hustle. So when you cursing and talking about some stuff, they gonna demonetize it instantly. So if you're just doing it for fun, cool. But if you're doing it for growth to make some money, then you have to go by the community guidelines. So they recommend your content to people. So it pop, like when you see people stuff and pop up, it gets recommended because they stay in the guidelines. So it's like, talk about whatever you want, but you gotta know how to substitute the profanity.
Shout out GBA.
Sometimes it's hard.
That's my bad now, because we know that's the rules, and I'm the one that said it. I'm the one that said it. That told me yesterday, no cursing, no none of that, and I ain't even see. I got to put some money in the jar. I do apologize.
But hey, Beats, Uncle Beats, I know you really into the music stuff. If you had an engineer that you can work with, you know what I'm saying, who would it be? You know what I'm saying, that's still relevant, or even if they ain't relevant, and you know what I'm saying, you dig them. Who would, you know what I'm saying? Who would you like to have up in the vault doing some mixing with?
I got 4 of the best engineers in the world around me all the time. So if I had to rate them, Psycho Capone, me and him got good chemistry. Not saying that he better than the other ones, but me and him got the best chemistry, I believe so. Then it would be me and Cal the Chemist, me and my guy Superhood, and my other guy, Lucky Lucci.
Okay.
I showed you in the studio, bro.
Yeah,
that microphone my size.
It's ridiculous.
That mic is my size, and it costs the car.
Oh yeah, we're gonna always have studios. I done had a studio since I was 12 years old. I didn't always have a studio. So
same here, but I ain't have it like that, bro. Yo, man, salute, hands, man, damn.
Yeah,
that mic I was talking about. I fantasize about them because I had access at one time to the Dragonfly years ago, and that right there is like the Dragonfly on steroids.
Yeah,
that mic was huge.
I really hate the studio nowadays.
Well, on our news segment, did y'all just get that? Diddy ain't coming home.
What?
Oh no,
now.
That's what they do with the feds. I don't be understanding why people be going through all these extents to get bonded out when you could just sit and bend in. Gave him some time already, you know what I'm saying? So he would have had to go right back if they give him some time. So I don't get why they be willing to spend all this money. You know, I just, it wouldn't be me. I won't go.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about the feds. Nothing about no fed times. I know that when they come after you, they got you.
Allegedly.
When they come, they
Uncle Beats is one of the very, very few that got a W with them. He got that win. Yeah, he beat them people.
That's what they tell you to ski. But if people go back and look at hood hierarchy, I said all the stuff they was accusing Puffy of, that wasn't going to be able to convict him on that because it made no sense. So, like right now, he's the only person in the world that's ever been facing penitentiary time for purchasing escorts.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
we shall.
That is crazy.
But they ain't gonna be able to do too much with him because he a first time offender, and that type of stuff really matters with the federal system. So he take a drug class, all that, he'll be right out.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I've been waiting for this interview so long. I want to pick this man's brain, brother. One major question, you know, for all of the, you know, the people that follow us and everything, we all are like dreamers, creators, and all the above, right?
Right. Right.
Now,
I'm
it's a
listening.
double-sided
Sorry,
question, man. First question, one,
I'm-
what had you continue to create and dream? And two, what makes you give people such as myself opportunities, bro?
Wait, hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me fix my charger.
Because yeah, I want the communities to know that, you know, last time we was doing shows, we gave people access. Yes, we did. At the same time, like he just mentioned, we was playing games. We didn't know what we was doing. But
Now,
now,
I'm sorry. What you say? What made me what?
what
Repeat that.
made you continue to dream and create? And also, what made you pay it forward and bless others like how you did me? When people grown, what makes you, you know what I mean?
Make it a short question, brother. One question. I gotta. You gotta answer. Make it in pieces.
All right, well, let's
Let
situate.
me answer
You're
the first
situated.
part.
You're situated already. You already Uncle Beats. What makes you continue to dream and create and go further?
Now, when you say dream, what are you calling a dream? So I know what
For
I'm saying.
instance, like when I was just sitting there with you, it's one thing to just say, "All right, Uncle Beats a promoter," or "Uncle Beats is a whatever." But no, you got your hands in so many different things, and you're always moving forward. Like, all right, like you had said, then hold on, I got my hand in this. I'm doing it that without trying to express it. So I'm asking you, what gives you that kind of ambition when you're
Okay.
already situated? You don't have to drive. You don't have to go hard like all these other dudes, and you still run circles around these dudes.
No, I gotta go hard. Dreaming. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really don't be dreaming about stuff. Like everything that I'm doing, I just said myself. I just always figured this what I was gonna do. I said, hey, I don't know how to do nothing but be in the music business, and I knew this as a child. Like yeah, I ventured off into other stuff, but people talk that oh I ain't want to work for nobody. Like my mom and dad really taught me that. Even though they work for people, they always open businesses and we just give them to us to run. Like I grew up in a tavern. So like when people see me at shows moving around and stuff and doing this and that, that's what I always saw my daddy do anyway when he was running his business. So it's like all that. The only thing that happened with the music stuff that I didn't know would come was like meeting people like y'all or like my homies get out of prison and they can come hang around me and I got something for them to do if they like everybody who you met last weekend except for my cousin Rick that did a stretch in prison. They come home, they around me. Jody Mack did like he done gave the people about 38 years altogether. Deontay, he gave him about 7. Lil Cuz gave him about 5. So it's like my guy Quake, he did like 25. So everybody around me, for them to be able to come around me and we could do something positive. That's the joy. That I never seen coming. I never thought me deciding to be a rapper would help all my friends later on in life. And what was
Another
the other
question
part?
for you. What makes you? Well, you kind of said that there because you know your people. But what makes you? What makes you give others opportunities?
People gave me opportunities. And I was just always, again, go back to my parents. We was just always taught to share. It's like I don't know no other way but to look out for people. You know, if people look out for me, I definitely appreciate it. But if they don't, I don't look out for people just so people can look out for me. I just look out for people because I just feel like that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, that's how Quay is, man. You know what I'm saying? With the whole little journey, Snatch. You know what I'm saying? Snatch always trying to pay it forward to show other people like, hey, look look what you can do.
Look what you could
You know
do.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Look what you can do. Here's a door. This mug is open. Step through it. You know, a lot of people get scared of that.
I appreciate him for that. You know, a lot of like my old man taught me. I used to hang around these rappers because in the beginning I was around the top dogs. I got to be around Larry Hoover's record label. We was the top dogs at the time. My cousin H Dot was the only artist that they ever signed, so I got to be around her, be around it, and then I just got to see that. But I was messing with other stuff too, and I said I just got to find one thing and focus on it, and that's when I started focusing on entertainment, and it's the best decision I ever made in my life. But again, you got to have that support system. So if it wasn't for my brothers, my sister, my mom, my dad, my cousins, my great friends, I wouldn't be able to do none of this stuff that I'm able to do.
Yeah, I know earlier you said like the chemistries with a lot of the engineers, some of the engineers that you work with. Is that a big thing that a person really need if they pursuing to be doing this, having the chemistry with, you know what I'm saying, with the person that's editing their stuff, you know what I'm saying, producing that stuff? Is that how important is that to a lot of people? Some people just be like trying to jump in and do it.
I know for me, it's the only thing that matter. Just like when Quay was here, we was gonna do some music. Making music is the easiest thing I know how to do in life. But I have to have the feeling. So I wasn't feeling it with Lucky that day as the engineer. Had Psycho been there, we probably would have done it. Had Chemist or Superhood been there, we probably would have done it because they weren't invested in the situation like Lucky was of what happened the night before. So they wouldn't have cared and they probably would have just pushed me to do it. But I gotta have the right engineer. I really don't even record with nobody else but them guys I just mentioned.
Okay.
I got
Yeah,
a question, man.
I seen
Go ahead.
a lot of oh, my bad. Go ahead, Tony.
No, go ahead, please. I can
A
wait.
lot of your reels that I've been paying attention to, man. You got a lot of people, man. I forgot what was the one dude that just got the for the one song, man. I'm trying to remember it. Got the award for it. They had the little star on it, like the shooting stars. Trying to remember
That might have been
what name.
Soundmaster T.
Yes,
Yeah, for Too Much Booty.
yes. Yeah. See, it's crazy, man. The from you being at it at a young age to the point now of just the Rolodex of the connections that you got is ridiculous.
I just never gave up. A lot of people go like I'll never forget making tapes in my basement. It seemed like my family was more excited about it than me. And I'm just like, I see my brother's friends and they're like, man, I heard your tape. Like one of my homies two people that really put me on music professionally was my big brother Bam Bam's friend. Rest in peace to him. Fat Scotty, aka DJ Ready Rock. He's like, man, I heard that tape you made. You really want to do music? I'm like, yeah. Then my other brother, Zarrell, his friend George, he heard it and was like, man, I'm finna come do some music with you. So the two of them just letting their friends hear my tapes. And I didn't even think they cared at first, you know what I'm saying? So that just really catapulted and just started crafting my whole life because I had people older than me trying to get me to do this stuff. Then my brother finally like, hey, I'm gonna pay for you to go to the big studio. Once he did that, it wasn't no turning back.
You said something to me yesterday, Uncle Beats, that really hit home, man. And
What, don't smoke on YouTube because they'll flag you. But keep going.
you said when it came to damn, that shit just threw me off.
Well,
I mean,
hey, we could actually take some time to shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Make sure y'all hit
we
that
had
like,
Heavy on Pain
that
up in. He
subscribe
brought some
button.
people.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Hey, there go Jackie.
Yeah.
Shout out Jackie, Heavy on the Paint.
Yep.
Who a
Heavy
GBA
on-
up in?
GBA. Yeah.
Yeah, whoever else pulled up, man.
Yes,
Definitely.
We got a
appreciate it.
few
Most
people up
definitely.
in here. We got a few people up in here.
But
Now,
yeah, you said something to me yesterday, and um, you said, see, I ain't into just forcing people to listen to my music. I'm not gonna play my music for you. But the way you worded it, you was like, yo, I'm not gonna hop in the car and force you to hear my music. What I'm gonna do is let you know I make music, and I'm gonna tell you where you can get it. Now, if I got you listening to my music on your own, then we working with something. But if I'm letting you hear my music, I'm really not getting your reaction. I'm getting your engagement off of our chemistry, not off the music. That ain't no good. That don't add up to no bread. And I ain't never thought of it from that aspect because it's the same introduction. It's the same. If you rock with somebody and I say, yo, here's some music and let you listen to it. But if I really rock with somebody and I say, yo, I do music, somebody that rock with you is going to say, for real, how can I get a hold of it?
most
If
definitely.
they don't, they won't never say that. So that I pick up on, you be saying so many things that hit home and I'm like, yo, this dude is a strategist, man. Just like
I'm gonna
you
tell you
blew my
something.
mind.
Well, go ahead, cause you weren't finna lie. I like the truth. Go ahead.
Yo, you blew my mind when you told me. I asked the bros questions yesterday. I said I gave them 4 different questions. Well, same one. I said name the top superstars you know. 3 of them, males. They gave me 3. I had them do it again. Gave me 3. Then I said, what about females? Gave me 3. Did it again. Gave me 3. So altogether we had 12. I said, what if I were to tell you that they are all of them people you mentioned is irrelevant? It's 2 parallel worlds going on. They're relevant in the physical. Online, it might be more of an investment to get you a nobody from the hood. The exact quote you gave me. Something is going on crazy in Chicago. I can get me a little masked up YN and get more attention from that than a Johnny Depp. Because ain't nobody checking on Johnny Depp. The internet is on we checking on you when we feel like it. So that's the algorithm of how many of y'all are important or are interesting to all of us at once? Not just because you Johnny Depp. Or not just because you Mariah.
Well, I can't lie. I can't lie. I didn't know that at first either until I got off. See, I didn't get into the podcast by myself. I got into it by my team. So you got Coldnut, you got Snap, you got my brothers, my sister, everybody, my cousins, everybody saying like, "Yo, let's do this podcast thing." So I'm like, "Hey, let's do it." But at first, I just wanted to talk about what happened back in the '90s and all that stuff. And people, you'll grab some, but you won't grab that vast majority unless you're talking about what's going on right now. We're in a right now generation. They really don't care about what happened last week. So let alone what happened years ago. So most older people aren't on Facebook all day for the reels. They just on there to see what people they grew up with is doing or whatever. They're not watching, trying to interact and argue with people and debate and go back and forth. So I had to understand that it's about what's trending. So I might talk to a person about what's trending longer than I talk to them about what's going on with them because people be wanting your perspective on what you think about stuff.
Yeah. But the
I'm
cool thing
glad.
about it, like like you have some people, right? Like you heard about the Ari Spears and the Cube little situation. You know what I'm saying? Where how a person like if how can I word this? All right, everybody's entitled to their opinion on something.
Right.
But when is it a point to where it ain't an opinion that you hating or you just trying to get some relevance basically?
I mean, you got to understand what these people get paid off of. Now, I was doing this YouTube thing for years and not making a dime off of it. I was just doing it for the love. So now I'm doing the cussing, I'm doing the letting people smoke and drinking different stuff. And then when I sat down with my guy 607 Unc and told him I wasn't making money, he couldn't believe it. He's like, "Are you stupid? You wasting all your time doing this, and you're not trying to get to where you can make some money?" So yeah, hey, start putting out reels. Hey, you can't be cursing, you can't be smoking. You got to know what you're doing to make this work. So what made me just say, I'm gonna take this serious is because I like money. So,
Like they made a secret to the world. I like making money.
I like making money, man. So yeah, what y'all doing? You can win. You just gotta keep on coming with it. That's the main thing. So many people give up and they don't win. But once you keep going, like my homegirl Jackie, I've been knowing Jackie from doing music stuff.
Shout out Jackie.
Shout out Jackie. She supports me with the podcast. It's people who support me with the podcast that probably want to support me with other stuff. So you gotta know your lane, know your consumer. Like people don't know their consumer, and that's the part. I can't. Like I was telling Quay, we can't just have Cool G Rap on here all day talking to him because we like Cool G Rap. Not saying that that's a bad interview, but thinking millions of people are gonna flock to it because we got Cool G Rap on here. They not checking for Cool G Rap. Gotta be who they checking for.
Yeah, I've noticed this because it's a lot of steps going in because there's a lot of people, nowadays is actually trying to do this podcast and stuff. And I see like the game that you're giving that's some realness. You have to be able to have something that's going to grab the consumers, something that some content that's going that's other now because a lot of people you can't even do something for over 45 minutes before you start losing interest with a lot of people. Short attention span.
I saw my guy Boutique just pop up. Okay, like they just dropped a movie yesterday. They just dropped a movie.
What's the name of it?
Put the name up there, boo. I was just watching it a minute ago. I watched it yesterday. And it's like, they did it in Peoria, Illinois. And it's like some people might look at it and be like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing ever." Some people might look at it and hate on it. But at least they got a movie done. They took their time, put a movie out. So it can't do nothing but get better. Sometimes you see a movie and you go watch part 2 and you're like, "Yeah, I love them both." Sometimes you don't like part 2. Or sometimes you don't like part 1, but part 2 was straight. So if you don't get out there and try it, you're never gonna be nothing. Like it was a million times I wanted to quit what I'm doing right now with this. But it's people would call me like, "Hey, I ain't been on." So it's like that support system is everything, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to. People don't want to.
Can you give us
what you say? Can I give a what?
Give us a little sneak peek on the movie you working on? Any insights on it?
I ain't working on it now. I had one that I did start that I shot. I could have sent you the clip. I didn't even think about it. But I just don't have enough time until I could just sit and focus on one thing. So like right now, I'm really finna go hard back to getting the podcast where I needed to be. Then get in some movies. But I got people are giving me scripts and stuff now, so I got to go ahead and get in the movie stuff because I've been acting for it. So now they coming at me. So my guy Billy Ray put me in a movie named Billy. We're supposed to be starting this month. Then I'm supposed to be in a play. Then my guy Richard Gallion is waiting on me right now. But as you know, I mean, you've been helping me, Quay, so I've been busy with these shows that I've been doing. But now it's a new day. So
is it a confirm on Jacquees?
That's the last one I got to do. Well, no, that's been confirmed. I just got to do that and then be done. But before, I was doing multiple shows at one time, so people don't understand how much work that take when you just. I mean, it take. Then I gotta talk on the phone and try and do the podcast. So I just don't be having a lot of time. Then I gotta find a girl that want to make passionate love to me. So it's like hard work.
That's the break time. That's when we take the break. So need R&R sometimes. Gotta get that R&R in.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. I seen your stand up too, man. I wonder when you gonna do when you gonna jump in and do another one of those, man.
I just ain't had the time. I really like the Standup Lane because it was a time that that's the name of their movie, The Only Way to Go.
The only way
Put
to
it up
go.
on YouTube. Only Way to Go. Starring my guy
Where can we find it?
Kadero Watt,
On YouTube?
aka
Yep.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. Him and my guy Fair Baby. They in it, Of course they playing big drug dealers in the hood, so it's dope. It's like, but they reputable, My guy Fair Baby, I'm gonna have to have y'all interview him too. He just did like 13 years and came home swinging hard. I actually was locked up with him for a little time before I beat my case. But yeah, so he been going hard. He dropped that one and he dropped another comedy movie. I can't remember the names. I watched them, but they got reputables in it. I love what they doing. But what was the question you asked me, Quay?
I forgot.
Well, you got to remember, I'm the answerer.
I done asked so many. I done asked so many. Like I said, bro, he's a big bro, man. So you know what I mean? I don't know. My mind be going so many places. So all right, I got another one for you, man. For all of the people that are online or whatever it may be, in trying to be successful, whether it be podcast, music, or movie, what would your advice be to them?
Man, you just gotta
How to go about it? How to go about it in with a realistic mindset?
I'm gonna tell you this. You can't quit your day job, first of all, unless you had that support system. So what I mean by that, I watched my dad have a business in the daytime, go to work third shift at nighttime. Or I watched him work and my mama run the business. So you gotta be able to bankroll what you're doing first and foremost. So like me, I always figure how to bankroll it, or I never mess with a female that ain't getting no money. It's like, if you're not getting no money, it ain't gonna work, because I'm a hustler. So I might be 50,000 up, can blow it on whatever I want, but I might be 5,000 down at a time too. So it's like, it's just different, man. Like, y'all just gotta stay at it, but don't forget, being your own boss is not for the weak. It ain't for the weak. It's gonna be times you might not even be able to provide for your family, that you gotta tell your kids, no, we can't go to the amusement park, or I can't buy you this. But you're gonna make it up on the later end when y'all go into Aruba or something, but it ain't for the weak. So I just say, you just can't go into this blind. Don't get discouraged when people ask you what's your budget. That's a big problem. People ask somebody what's their budget, and they think that somebody's trying to scam them. But that's business. You don't call a realtor like, hey, I want to get a house, and every crib they take you looking at is $10 million when you got $500,000. Like, why you don't go
fooling yourself
with Chevy money trying to buy a Rolls Royce. So it's like, once you make your budget, then you know what you're aiming for. I'm like, hey, I can take this much of my paycheck every month and invest $1,000 into my podcast, my rap, or whatever. You just gotta You just got to stick to your budget, and you just got to keep going. Got to keep going.
Yeah, yeah. Facts. There's a lot of stuff we still put into the makings. It's gonna come together like some cheeks. It's gonna come together.
Like some cheeks.
Here's a deep one. Here's a deep one, right? Here's a deep one, bro. How can you assess how can you assess a slow leak or a flat tire, or basically, you're barking up the wrong tree? You know what I mean? How would you assess that? Like, for instance, if I come to you talking about a certain avenue I'm trying, like, I'm gonna just be raw, me with the music. If I came at you with the music and you was like, yo, man, listen, that shit is terrible. It ain't gonna go nowhere. You done been blunt about, you know what I mean? How would you go about that with someone? See, I just asked, like, people that's trying to be successful or whatever. How would you go about that if somebody, came to you with all of these initiatives, but you saw right through it, like, nah, it ain't good for you.
Okay, well, music ain't a good example, because by today's standards, it doesn't take much to be in the music business. So it's like, it's really what you invest in your time and your money in. Because a lot of people come to me with a great idea for me to spend my money on, and that ain't how it works. Like, it's very rare that I come to somebody saying, hey, man, I need some money because I want to open a taco stand. If you give me the money for this taco stand, then we're going to be okay. It's very rare that I do that. If I do, I would be saying, like, hey, man, I got 70,000 for this taco stand. I'm 2,000 away. Can you help me? I can give you this on your return. But a lot of people come and they don't have a penny and want you to invest in. And one thing, never forget this. People have money for what they want to have money for. So trust and believe it. They always figure out how to go to their strip club, how to smoke they smoker. So you got to come correct. Invest your own time and your own money in the stuff. Bottom line.
That's self-sufficient.
See, I don't be knowing how to work. Yeah, I was trying to ask that question because you had a conversation with me, Uncle Beats, and I had told IKS and Tony about it, where I was like, so many times throughout this journey, I was figuring what I got to do to. Matter of fact, I had even said it to you when I first met you, Uncle Beats. I said, yo, man, listen, I'm going to play my position type individual. You tell me what I got to do, and I'm going to shake the building. And you had told me, you said, man, basically what you just said right now, but you said it right at the last minute, like, so many people will act like everything, they got plans, they got all the ambition in the world, and then when it come down to it, they wait for you to foot the bill. They wait for you to give them the transportation. You know what I mean? So it's like they're not even really dreaming because they're not even willing to invest behind their damn self.
Well,
you know what I mean? I'm wording weird, but you had said, bro, you pulled up.
Definitely
No matter
what you just said.
So it was like, that's what
Here's
I meant by
another
how
thing I learned from watching my family and my friends be around me, right? I don't even know if they know they taught me this, right? And this is like small in the game, right? When I'm still doing like little talent shows and open mics and stuff, right? One of my guys, he was doing security, and he like, yeah, dude wanted to bring that bottle in the club. I told him he got to give me $50 to bring it in here. And I'm saying to myself, fool, you're supposed to be security. Why are you letting him bring bottles in these people's club? But then it hit me. I'm like, he doing volunteer work for me. He know I'm probably not finna pay him with 30 people coming out here. And I'm like, he just figured out a way to pay himself instead of asking me to pay, instead of waiting on me to pay him. So now I'm hanging around these rappers like Project Pat. Project Pat don't give me no money. He don't say, hey, Beats, you look like you need some money. Here. Like, no. But he puts me in positions to make me some money. So it's like, just like when you came to Chicago and you said like, hey, I got somebody that want to perform, even though they didn't make it with you this time. And I said, okay, bring them. That's up to you to tell them like, hey, he gonna charge me $1,000 to get y'all in there and be VIP and y'all gonna get to perform. That's up to you to know how to put some money in your pocket. That ain't my job to say, here goes some money on top. Like I done had people, I done went on tours with people, because again, it's artists like Project Pat that's allowing me to let people come perform. I want to go on a tour too. So I might tell somebody like, hey, you pay for the van, you pay for the hotel rooms, you pay for the food. I can put you on this tour. So now all my expenses is covered. Now I'm on a tour. Now I'm rapping. Then on top of that, I might tell another group, y'all could come perform too, and it costs this much. But I don't have to, they don't have to cover my travel and stuff. So it's just like, it's ways for you to make money off of anything you do with somebody without even undercutting them or thinking. You just got to be around people that want to see you grow. Now, some people, I might bring them before, hey man, I got to get some of that because they don't want to see you make no money, you know? So you gotta know who to stay away from and who to really.
That's the key word, man. Surround yourself. Want to see you win.
Yeah, like my main thing. If I don't got it, I'm not about to ask nobody for it because I hate owing people. I always been like that. I despise, or I cannot owe somebody, even if it's $1.
Right.
Because every time it'll weigh on my conscience, like, dang, I owe him. How the heck I'm over here buying this 2 bags of chips that's for 50 cents a piece, and I owe him $1. You know what I'm saying? But you got people that do that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
I
gonna
could
lie.
never do that.
One of my homies, I'm in your pockets. I just been blessed that I don't have to go there, you know, because I got wonderful brothers and sisters. First off, I might reach for them before I reach the end. Well, I will reach to them before I reach to anybody. So I never have to reach that far. But I'm not past asking one of my homies to look out for me. If we can't look out, if you got it and I need it, and we're supposed to be family, who should I ask? Should I get a cup and go stand out in the street? Say, somebody please help. Like, no, so if one of my homies asks me for something, either I could do it or I can't do it. I don't look at it no other way. I don't look at it like, yeah, look at him. He messed up his money. Now he want to call me. So, you know, I don't mind. I just been blessed that I don't have to. But I'm blessed that I know I do got lifelines that I can reach out to.
Yeah, this is like Trey Boogie has said. Yeah, you see what he said? Give me access instead of money. That's Give me the access is because that opens up the avenue of, you know what I'm saying, of standing on your own too.
Oh, you said Trey Boogie?
Yeah.
Okay, like Trey Boogie. He know his money's no good here. He know his money's no good here. So he done so much stuff for me. Like he's one of the main people that got me doing this, what I'm doing right now. So he try and give me some money for something. Now, one time he did send me some money right when I was going to get some crab legs. I ain't send that back to him. but he tried to send me some money for something. Like, no. So guess what he does? Give me your address. Bingo. He sends me this hood hierarchy backdrop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes it's just that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I see where you need improvement. Let me help you. So it's like that's it. Goods and barter.
We was built like that though, man. When you come from, you know, that moral cloth, man, that moral compass, man, that's what we was taught, man. You know, when we was younger. You know what I mean? If I rock with you like that, you don't need to ask me, bro. I can see what's going on. And you know what's another thing too that a lot of the people don't do nowadays? Let's say for instance the 4 of us is going out right now, right? We kids. You know what I mean? I got Auntie car. We done all gassed it up. You know what I mean? Gas it. Yo, where you at? Finally, I done got the cool aunt. I gas it up. I get the car. But guess what though? I can't drive. You gotta drive, Beats. You know what I mean? But guess what though? Even though you drive, Tony is the one who got the key code to get. Oh look, Look who calling, bro. Kilo from Crucial Conflict.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Man, I got 1% can't answer. But look, the thing is, right? When we damn, I forgot what the hell I was about to ask, man.
Sound like you was talking about teamwork.
Yeah. Everybody pull together you know what I'm saying? It's basically like a position part. You got the car, but you can't drive. Beats
Oh,
drive,
I was
so
saying,
Beats drive.
I was saying that no, I forgot what I was saying. I guess I got pressed pass. Like domino, yeah.
Check. Got to do the check.
He said domino.
Got to do the check.
But yo, and while I do remember that, yo, this our first show, man. We just, we the most unprofessional, professional,
Hey man, your
amateur.
first show could be your last show.
Yes, again.
You gotta hit it every
Got it.
time.
We gonna hit.
Your
But
first
guess what
time
though?
could be your
It'll
last.
never
Time.
be our last show because we got the triple OG on the panel. We got the plug himself on the panel. But now, instead of that question, I got a different question here from my co-host, Brother Lynch. We got a special guest here, and you've been sitting over there real low. I'm trying to figure because you had said, yeah, I'm getting fresh. And nobody ain't saying nothing about them that paisley butterfly collar.
Yeah, he ain't said nothing. I really thought he was watching OnlyFans or something like that.
No, but man, you know what I'm saying? I learned a long time ago when you in a room with people that can teach you something, it's good to keep your mouth shut, right? Until you can ask a question that's going to, you know what I'm saying, that you can add value to. So, I just sit back, man, like y'all have no idea, man. Like I'm in a room with a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, people that I admire, that inspire me. Uncle Beats, you know what I'm saying? Like we talked the other day. I've been watching your show for a while now, man. And you know what I'm saying? And I pick up on the little gems that you put out there. You know what I'm saying? I met Q, and you know what I'm saying, me and him just kicked it off, and you know what I'm saying, IKS, man. And so I'm just taking this in, man, as a student of somebody who loves to learn. You know what I'm saying? Like I know how to sit back and just enjoy the vibes and the conversation and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I have questions. You and I talked on the phone the other day.
I wanted you to key in on see you dumbing it down, brother. You are
No. I'm not
the
dumbing it down, man. Like
I want you to at least give him one question. I mean,
oh
finish what
yeah,
you're doing,
you
but
know what I'm saying? Like
from the angle of you are the mental health worldwide, you that dude, man. And you be making people sad. So I want you to try that out on Uncle Beats because
making people sad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's making people sad.
I need some mental health.
He be sad.
Mental health problem.
Well, me and Uncle Beast, we talked the other day. He was in, you know what I'm saying, he had to go and handle his business on the phone, man. We was talking a little bit behind the scenes and stuff like that. I was really inspired about the work that he does behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But being somebody who was born in the 70s and was raised up on hip hop, you know what I'm saying? I love listening to people tell the stories about the people that I used to watch on TV or used to listen to on the tapes and stuff like that, right? Because being from Virginia, I remember back in the day when we used to have the tapes and have to rewind it with the pencils or the pens and stuff like that, right? Hustling out of the trunks, things like that, and being somebody who's in the grief, mental health, trauma, and addiction field, you know what I'm saying? I'm always looking at things from a different perspective, right? And so when I word my questions, I always want to be informed of what's going on behind the scenes. That right, the things that I don't see that you may see. Actually, would lead me to my first question. Being someone who's been in the game for as long as you have, what are some of the things that these young when they get into the music that they should be more aware
of? The main thing they should be aware of is the rapper is the last one to get paid. So if you're only gonna be a rapper, just know you're gonna be the last one to get paid out. So You probably want to learn other stuff inside of the music industry besides being the artist.
Okay. So now, like I said, I've been following your channel for a while now, man. You know what I'm saying? And I love the way that you come across with your trending topics. And so I want to ask a question about that. With all the trending topics out there, what is the one that stands out? I saw one the other day with what was it? The Cincinnati Brawl. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so you touched on a lot of the good things, a lot of the things that was going along with it. And I saw something this morning where they never even arrested the other people who actually started the fight. What's your thoughts on that brawl? You know what I'm saying? And what do you think is holding them back from bringing the other people in to, you know what I'm saying, to shed light on it? Like, it's not always the black people out there doing it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we out there just defending ourselves.
The only thing that's holding them back from arresting the people who started it is it's called a paint job.
For sure, you're right. For sure, you're right.
Yo, you see the lady who got beat up, she raised 150 plus so far.
175,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the world we live in. People want to act like it doesn't exist, but I just feel like a lot of stuff that happens to black people, we deserve it because, like, in Chicago, I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world, but we had a heavy Venezuelan population come in, the migrants, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I watched black people be mad at them because the government is giving them thousands of dollars. And I'm like, wow, these is poor people just like us. So what's wrong with them accepting money that the government is giving them? You should be mad at the government, not mad at the other poor people. Like, how do y'all have the nerve to be, derogatory? I ain't gonna say the R word because, like I said, they like to flag you. But how you had the nerve to look at them when they just poor people trying
I'm
to
gonna tell you, yo, I experienced that. Yo, when I was in the parole house, right? Just when I came home, they had a bunch of shelters. Like, now Albany is the capital of New York. Now, one thing about Albany is all that politics go through Albany first. So everybody that's trying to get a nonprofit, like, you can get one like this, man. The hustles be crazy. Everybody going to get a DBA and all. You know what I mean? It's the political thing. So when it came to every shelter, the churches that used to give away free food and survival kit to the hood, right? This is how I got in on because I was selling tablets and phones, right?
Right.
This is how I got in on the food. I was giving away free food, making $1.50 a day. People saying, how you make $1.50? Anyhow, it's budgets for that. Right. Make a long story short, with those people, a lot of people in the hood, I saw it. And I felt the same way when I was sitting in the pro house, like, yo, how they setting it out for them? But then when you go through that process and understand, yo, they ain't getting set out. They getting a care package. Mm-hmm. One and done. Cell phone, couple dollars, and then the rest they gonna get just like us. But what people don't get is they don't have a foundation. They don't even have a structure. They just here. And here go the couple dollars. And people was mad at that until we had campaigns and all that spoke to the neighborhood and explained to the people, yo, believe it or not, because they was giving them iPhones and all that, bro. all of the shelters stopped looking out for the fiends. Some single mothers used to come and get the Pampers, all that. No, they all took contracts. That Safe Haven or free, whatever it was called, New York free haven, whatever. Yo, they was giving them, they took contracts. So everybody, even people that was renting rooms, you getting $1,000 and better for that same bed. That might only be
they was giving them like $10,000.
See, I'm talking about just the what they call as a SRO, single room occupancy.
No,
You get me? That was like
they were buying,
280,
they were buying
1,000.
houses and stuff up here. And
That's what I'm saying. So I'm
Man.
just talking about breaking down the room. So of course they bought churches, like everything. So now the hood couldn't get the little survival kit. You know what I mean? At the same time, guess what else they did?
What's that?
While that budget, and it's still available if people look around. They gave them budgets out to them, but every welfare, see, HUD is back like times 10 now. HUD house. Every welfare in every community has a budget for you to buy a house. You are on food stamps, and if you are on flat out public assistance, you automatically qualify. All you got to do is do the paperwork and get focused. Period. Everything on the damn state. You just got to go to the little, they'll have a city hall meeting and you'll be able to see what houses are available right there at your caseworker desk. Oh, yeah? And you done probably seen them in the hood. None of them are dilapidated. They just, need a little work.
Right.
But they opened that budget up. And guess what? Last year, it was like 40-something $million not even touched. You know what I mean? And luckily it rolls over, but people be so focused worrying about who did what and all that. And again, like you were saying there, people thinking that about them, they don't have no budget for no house that's yours, that you finna build and buy and pay for off of the same food stamps that you receive. They got them programs right now, HUD.
And they got all type of stuff for you. But the real problem with black people, we sit and watch y'all give everybody some money for something, but y'all won't give us reparations. And I think that's the main problem. But they don't want to fight for it. So when you don't fight for nothing,
you ain't
don't
lying.
expect nothing.
You gotta
Closed
go.
mouth don't get fed.
You gotta be willing. Just like, I don't know, take the penitentiary for instance, right? They'll never have enough guards to really control the inmates. It's really just the inmates like, hey, who wanna die over this? But they'll never have enough. It's impossible. And it's like the same thing with this system. If we fight for it, we'll have some, but people ain't gonna fight for it. They gonna put belt to you every time, and everybody just ain't built for that.
Yeah.
But I'm built for it. So again,
and what's crazy is budgets for it all. I was just telling IKS before, like when it comes to that political thing, if you were to, they got three different budgets out there, and did you know that there's a budget, and that's the biggest budget, is the slander campaign. The slander campaign. Yeah. When the politics, all right, for instance, right? When we advocate for bills or whatever else have you, the people you see out there with the signs, man, they done paid us $25 an hour. Most people don't know nothing about the bill.
You telling me the legislators to send somewhere like, yeah, let's give them $5 million for slander to go on Facebook and talk about.
Listen, brother, I'm telling you how this goes. Look it up. The first round is promo. We're here. That's the first budget. Right. Who got the office? Who got the campaign? That's the first round. Pray for whatever congressman. Now, once we got the first play and you got all the playing fields out there, now comes the slander campaign. Y'all the ops. Where
does this budget come from? Who approved this budget though?
Okay, let me put it like it's your campaign. So let's say you got $1 million for your campaign.
Right.
100,000 will be for the promo to say you running for it.
Oh, you saying okay?
400,000
campaign.
400,000 will be the slander campaign. 400,000 is air them out. You know what? The other 5 is for everything else that you need to.
That ain't the government's money. That's money that people raise the campaign with.
Yeah, but my point was about that is the way the chemistry goes. The first is remember I was just saying like the Warren Buffett everything is the announcement, not the delivery. It's the same kind of chemistry where people will it's a certain budget for the hello. Believe it or not, it's a chemistry behind
but I'm saying
slander.
The Venezuelans though, this is what I'm saying. People are mad at them for taking money. They are the equivalent of you and RKS going out to the club with me and all the women want me and not y'all. So y'all mad at me. Be mad at the women. Don't be mad at
Now, I ain't
me.
gonna, that's a different.
Don't hate the
See,
player.
you can't even use us as that as a metaphor on that, man, because that's a different type of dude. Have you ever experienced that though? Like for real though. I know you experienced it before because I've been through that in life. But dude be mad at you, like, bro, you can't be serious. That's something different. That means, guess what? On the low,
That's
you
what's
like
happening,
balls
though,
on your
Quay.
jaw. Balls on your
The
jaw.
player instead
You
of
can't hate me.
the game. Y'all hating. They hate the Venezuelans for getting the free money, and that's the part that tripped me out, though. You know,
Yeah.
that just shows me how lost.
Look, I bet you the same ones that hate them, they ain't never came up and gave them no dap and say, yo, let me get something. Let me hold something. Family.
So hustle, man. They got the hustle mentality, huh?
Hey, I want to pop in some of these comments that we have up here and talk about these for, see what they're talking about. So the headquarters, Trey Boogie, said they mad because us black folks made it possible for other minorities to get those benefits, but we don't get any. The system is against us, but for everyone else. Let's talk about that for a minute, man. Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
That boy good. That boy good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that, brother?
That's been going on for a minute, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just now it's just being more frequent where it's coming more to the light. You know what I'm saying? But because of the social media aspect. If we didn't have the social media aspect, a lot of this stuff wouldn't get played in the news. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna get doctored.
Agree.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't really hear about it unless you was in that environment, in that facility, or you know what I'm saying, around when it happened.
I agree. And for more controversial topics like this, go click on the headquarters and check out Trey Boogie's several podcasts. He got a network over there. He got up. He got my boy Bloodstone over there. So he got a lot going on. So y'all go check his stuff out. But yeah, he right. But it always been like that. The black people have always got the short end of the stick. That's why I have no problem getting my own form of revenge and reparations back. That's why I got a white baby mama. Payback is something else, but we'll talk about that on another.
Man just got to keep being successful in what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Keep moving the way you're moving and keep being successful.
Yeah, like I said, I can't never get mad at the player. Hate the game, not the player. Because like he said, we help build it up for them to give them that money, but they won't give it to us. But it's not their fault. They supposed to take the money because I would. You know,
we all took them stimuluses.
Right. That goes to the other question that the other comment that Jackie put up here too. Falls right in line with it. She says people think the government owes us and they are coming incorrect. Have y'all seen folks in other countries? You know, I think that's a huge thing that people need to address. Stop thinking that the government owes
you. Can you say that again?
Get out there and do it.
Can you repeat that, bro?
Yeah, most definitely. I'll just pop it up here. People think the government owes us and they're coming incorrect. Have y'all seen folks in other countries?
You gonna tell them about the?
I ain't gonna hold you. Can I answer it ignorantly first?
Yeah. Go.
Go right ahead, brother.
Are you freezing up?
I'm an American. And that's like in the Midwest accent, kind of Southern or a regular. I'm an American. Look, no, I love the U.S. I don't want to compare myself to none of them third world countries. I don't want to ride in the car with 3 wheels. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be third man. I like the U.S. I like yo, guess what? McDonald's got hold on, what's the name of that, Amy? That Sprite slushy. Come on, I don't want to go to no country where it's hot and you see, I go through it on the porch with regular flies, just from the country. I don't want to go to their country. So it sucks to be them. You get what I'm saying? They Jesus should have thought about that before they was born and spit them over here. You know what I'm saying? He threw them over there. That's what they got to deal with. You know what I mean? We don't like dust on our sneakers.
The attitude you have is amazing because you're the plan. The plan that they set up works perfect. Now, first of all, unlike you, I'm not an American. I'm an African in America, unfortunately.
You ain't never
But
been to Africa, bro.
I didn't say I've been to Africa,
So where the
but
lineage
Oh,
come
we
from?
got one there. Yeah,
the
that's the next
continent of
topic. You ain't no
Africa,
African American, man.
the continent of
Man, I'm
Africa is
claiming.
what I resonate with. Unfortunately, my people were invited over here against their will. So that's why I'm an African in America. But what I'm
Yo,
saying is these same,
since
I
you
don't know what, when you
successful,
say third world country, I don't know which ones you're talking about, but I've been to a lot of countries and they're doing better than we're doing.
Yeah.
$20 a month rent.
a lot of
Can
countries,
you
yeah.
beat that?
Yeah.
Women everywhere, fresh fruit. You don't even want no slushy from McDonald's. They don't have that because they
STDs,
won't eat that
STDs
crap.
just dripping off the trees.
They won't eat that crap. Allegedly, STDs is dripping off the trees. Allegedly.
Nah, it is.
Allegedly.
Because you need vaccines.
Over here,
So hold on, hold on.
them people come over
No,
here.
hold on, let me get comfortable for that.
Them people come over here and they be trying to get back to where they came from. So like, believe the hype if
Okay.
you want to.
No, that's like Quay. That's just like with the commercials they used to have. Third people, they got flies all, you know what I'm saying, giving
Yeah.
can, and none of that was true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of that was
I
true.
just had, I'm saying, look, I told you I was coming with the ignorant aspect, but look though,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask Uncle Beast this question right here. All these countries, see, you always talking about the chicks. All these countries you done went in, you ain't never had a little. What country gave you the most tingle when you left, like a twitch or something?
A twitch.
Yeah, I told you, yeah, because
Last
they
year's
take vaccines.
Coachella.
I know it wasn't all good. You might just be so focused. You like,
all I
nah, I
got
was
to
good.
say is,
But
I can
one
only
of them
speak,
countries gave you a twitch or a tingle.
I can
like,
only speak for me, but quoting one of my favorite poets, because I'm into poetry, but a younger guy at the time, O'Shea Jackson, aka Ice Cube, said,
Ice Cube.
to a kid looking up to me, life ain't nothing but beaches and money. And to me, I love the Dominican Republic because it's a paradise. And I didn't know this until I went over there. I didn't know about these. It's probably other places better. I haven't been everywhere. I'm just saying that country, and it's like the stuff that matters over here doesn't matter over there. But yet the racism is still over there. It's just between Haitians and Dominicans, though. But
yeah,
I just see that, your country, America, it just ain't right in so many. It's just about bullying. That's all it's about. America just bullies everybody, and they try and make us think that America is the best place to live, and it's not the best place to live. It's just all we know, so we think
so
it is.
you out on us? You out on us, Uncle B? Say that then, man. Where you going?
Oh no! When I retire, I'm gonna be in the Dominican. When I get enough of this, I'm going to the Dominican. Where I belong. I already got that
You
set up.
he all hood. You see his hood hierarchy. He said, I'm retiring to the Dominican.
Yeah.
He ain't say the Republic, Dominica, no, none of that. What he's saying is it's gonna be a bad Dominican that he end up on some private island.
Oh no! I'm gonna. You're gonna find me in Sasua. So pull up, bring the family, enjoy the beach. You know, I think a player like me deserves to be with 4 or 5 young, beautiful women eating fresh mangoes and stuff like that. That's just me though. I'm
Drinking coconut water out the coconut, huh?
You a hustler and you quick on your toes. Let me ask you this. Had God just given you that blessing right quick, just out of nowhere, just put you in, he done gave you 7 trillion cash, private island, all the above.
No,
and you got the 5, you just went through your search worldwide for the 5 baddest, and you got them. Then you get erectile dysfunction.
So let me tell you something.
He
Let me
said
tell you
so.
something. Let me tell you something. I think I don't want to confuse the people at home with this.
They got pills for it.
I would rather
No,
be around women than dudes any day.
Man, especially if
right.
you've been in that
Right.
situation.
I'd
Especially
rather
if you've
be
been in that
around
situation.
women than
Yeah.
dudes any day. And
Damn right.
as far as money, I don't care about no money because I got game. As long as I got game, you know, like when I came out of that coma from COVID, I couldn't talk or walk. I said, well, damn it, I can blink my eyes if I have to make a broad delivery.
Hit him with the Morse code.
So it's like,
Yeah.
it's just, I'm just blessed to have game, and a lot of people weren't blessed with it, but they were blessed with other things. But they want, so it's like when I say I want to go over there, it ain't about the sex side of it. It's just about not having to deal with stuff that I have to deal with over here. I don't have to deal with people hating me because I'm a good looking guy. I don't have to deal with that. People, you know, people congratulate you over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like over here, it's the crab in the barrel mentality. Everything has just been programmed. Like we've been programmed to think. We've been programmed to think that white people were the first ones with slaves, and it was the Spanish people. But they such bullies. They only want to show us them, our roots and all that stuff. That's how they want to. So we be scared of them. When Christopher Columbus and them, they was from Spain and all that stuff. They went from
America.
from these mountains and stuff
Yeah.
like these barbarians were.
Caucasus
But they make us think they the ones who came up with the bright idea to go
Nah. They got
take us over
from our own doing it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's usually your own people that enslaves you, and that's where they got that idea from.
That's where they got it from.
Yep.
And it's like it's all a mind game. So if you get caught up in the mind game, just like when they arrested me and Gary after the Sammy show, they pulled up on us at the gas station. They're telling my cousins like, "Hey, we think y'all was trying to do a breaking and entering," and I'm like, "Yeah." And we just came to fill the cars up once we got through breaking into play. Like, did that make any sense?
No.
So we're like, well, we see it when y'all will give us your ID. I'm like, for what? You said you thought we was breaking in something. You said it ain't us. So my cousin them give them their IDs. I wouldn't have gave them none. And they telling me, well, you get back in your car. I wasn't in my car when you pulled up. Get in your car. I'm like, I don't have to get in my car for the rest of my life if I don't want to. You can't tell me that I'm breaking the law standing outside my car. And the guy said, he said, hey, if you don't get in your car, I'm going to arrest you. I said, well, let's go. So now when he got me in a police car, he said, hey, man, I just want you to apologize to us and we'll let you go. And I said, yeah, and I'd rather go to prison for life before I apologize to y'all. So now when I go to jail, all that, when I bond out, there people like, oh, why you should have been quiet. I'll never do that. Why? Why should I let somebody violate my rights? But again, that's that American way of thinking. That's how they do the Americans. So like I said, I'm an African in America, so I have to play by their rules because I'm in their country. But it ain't gonna always be like that because I'm gonna get up out of here.
Yeah. Because they is getting tired of people knowing the laws, especially better than them when they get to tell them. That really you know what I'm saying, have them what they call that they be hot. They be turning colors. Red, pink, yellow. they don't even know it.
They got to a point where they don't even want you calling yourself black no more. A Caucasian fella told me this the other day. He said, "Is it okay to say that? Shouldn't I say African American? Because that's what they want to program in your brain." My father told me a story when he was going to war, to Vietnam War. He said he was in Japan, so he was some white guys. He said they got signs up to say no Americans. So they go in the place, and he say that the person say, "Hey, can't y'all read? No Americans." So my daddy goes to walk off with the guys and says, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, you good? You an N-word. Y'all don't have a country." And that's the truth. And that's just the truth, though. I go to places, third world countries, so to say, where the black people can't even speak English. They speak Spanish. But this ain't their country. Like I said, I'm watching them get arrested for being black. And it's just like we just don't have a place no more, because they came and infiltrated the continent of Africa and messed it all up. We really don't have a place. But for us to think America is ours, when they don't want to give us reparations for what they did to our people. See, this is the part y'all don't want to talk about. Y'all don't want to talk about when the slave master comes in there and has his way with a man's wife, or have his way with the man. But y'all don't want to talk about that. We don't talk about that. You know?
Yo, listen here. Shout out Uncle Beats. That's a whole that's enough. Yo, shout out to the people, because guess what? Oh yeah, we talk about that. But shout out, we got a fella by the name of Richard Taylor, and he is that's his field, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He all the way in, man. To
Well,
Moors, to everything.
shout out to him for knowing what's going on. But yeah, hey, we
I
could
know
talk
what's going
about
on too. I ain't from the South. Like, we got a different kind of racism in New York, and out here in PA, what I'm experiencing out here is different too. I mean, it's totally different than New York. But in New York, we don't. I can't explain it, man. We ain't going through all that. You're not. It ain't the same, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. As far as like what we, the history and everything, we learn all that. But as far as the experiences, nah, man. It's kind of like, in certain places, especially like Albany, it's just like reverse racism.
That's
Reverse
beautiful.
racism.
Yeah. I mean,
Like when they go to
I
jail,
I
white
was
person
gonna
come to
take some of
jail,
that
yeah,
reverse.
anybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
What you
I never
say? What
experienced
you
any of
say
that.
in jail? What you say?
I said especially in jail, whether it's county or prison. In New York, white people got it rough. They know it from the door. The police gonna tell them, listen here, man, you gonna have to learn how to fight today.
So is that
Period.
a win? So is that a win for black people? They're in
I mean,
jail.
it's ignorant. It's
Something
ignorant.
doesn't
You know
matter.
what I mean? It's ignorant,
Something
but
doesn't
I
matter
Nah.
at
mean,
all.
no, it ain't a win. But like I said, it's
Pig
different
pen.
for instance.
So
When
that's
they
the
took
only
that trial,
place where the black
they took the
person wins
trial.
at, is in the pig pen. That's the only place
Now
we
watch
get
this,
to
right?
win at, is in the
They
damn
took.
pig pen. You call
Remember
that reverse
Amadou
racism?
Diallo. Nah, remember Amadou Diallo, right? When that happened in New York City, they changed the trial to Albany, figuring, they would have had a better turnout, because they thought they just knew people was going to get the riot in New York City. When they came to Albany, bro, you can look this up. This is the one day that the Ku Klux Klan, had the audacity to try to assemble and have a parade.
Okay.
Bro, they ain't even get to assemble. They ain't even get to assemble. It's the hood. Everybody was beating anything that looked. You had a white T-shirt on and you was white, you get knocked out.
Beautiful.
Sheets, pillowcases everywhere.
It's
Boom, bop,
beautiful.
bing.
Beautiful.
That's our community. It's Arbor Hill. They call it a la Born. Back in the days when y'all had the Panthers, we
In the
had the
hood?
brothers.
You said that was in the
Huh?
hood? You said that was
Yeah,
in the
that's
hood?
Arbor Hill. That's all out there.
So,
Yeah.
so do y'all have white neighborhoods and black neighborhoods, or it's just poor neighborhood, middle class, rich? Like, how do it go out there?
You got both. You got black, but overall it's basically what you said. But nah, because even in the poor, you got some poor neighborhoods ain't the white people going to move to.
Okay.
They ain't going.
So
Nope.
the white people will live next to the black people long as they affluent. You breaking up.
They'll live next to each other when it comes to that other breakdown that you said. You know, poor, okay, and got it.
It don't work like
when
that in Chicago.
See now,
Keep your rich
mind you, hold on, that's
black ass over there.
Now look, in New York City, it's a whole nother world, bro.
No,
you know what I mean?
Like
you can have because is no sideways movement. So everything is moving up as far as like moving around as far as population. So you will have a neighbor, like when my girl at first came and see me, it's normal for me to never talk to my neighbor. That's normal. We lived there 18 months. I ain't never said hello. We acknowledge each other. You know what I mean? I know your parking spot. You
blacks live next to each other.
Say nothing. Huh?
But do the whites and blacks live amongst each other?
In New York City, yep, white people will live right next door. You be right here, and they never say a word to each other. Whether it don't matter who it is, black, white, Spanish.
Not in Chicago.
But it depends.
It's all about the demographics.
Chicago?
Not in Chicago. Ain't finna happen.
Oh, see?
Ain't finna happen.
You know what? Heat had showed me that. What's the name of that street when we was going to Heat crib? And it's this one bridge we passed. And he said, yo, look, on this side is white people. Once you pass this bridge, it's going to automatically turn black. And when we passed that bridge, I said, yo, to the point where we started looking, I said, nah.
Chicago is, even Martin Luther King said them is the worst Caucasians he ever dealt with, ever. Martin Luther King said that, so they worse than anyone in the South. But I got another question for you. So in your city, do the white people do they use the N-word?
Hell no.
In front of black people.
I told you. It's first off, the underbelly is Allah born, nation of gods and earth. So automatically, even if somebody ain't A alike, they're gonna say, that's the divine evil right there. I know you ain't just king boom pink.
Okay, so you said even the black people don't use it.
Yeah, they use it, but not the stronger ones. But you know what I mean?
I've been
the older people. The older people ain't with that.
Like in Belize, they don't call each other the N-word. The black people though.
Oh, the gods. See now, the gods. They go. You get in a fight.
Right.
One of them niggas want to fight you, call them a nigga. That ass. They gonna give you the off top. The first. Yeah, pardon me, young guy. Yo, listen here. I'm the god. Don't call me that. You slip and say it again. Bing, bong, bing.
Yeah.
You don't play that.
I guess we don't have gods in Chicago. Because everybody.
Yes, I do.
Everybody's a N-word in Chicago. But I'm going through all that to say, I'm not saying, see, this could be taken the wrong way. I'm not saying Chicago is tougher than anybody. I'm saying Chicago is more lost than anybody. Because I heard somebody say,
they got a different mindset.
I wish the Ku Klux Klan would march on the South Side. Like, it's places on the South Side that black people can't even go to. So what are you talking about? They can have a Ku Klux Klan carnival on the South Side of Chicago and Bridgeport, and they won't have a problem. All we would be doing there is cleaning up and selling stuff.
Would you honestly say, like, especially Chicago, that the Capone situation is alive? Because y'all got a law that I heard about, right? We used to talk about it on the other show, IKS, remember? Y'all got a retaliation law in Chicago where
a retaliation
law, like some way and y'all what you call it, if police, like for instance, a regular peace officer, if he's to see a crime, what they say legally afoot, then they jump in it. But if an officer out here is to see a scenario where this one hits that one and that one hits back, that's a go. You have the right to retaliate.
I heard to stand your ground. You know what I'm saying? Some states got to stand your ground.
I got to think of the exact specifics, man. Because, remember we got OG Chi-Town. Remember he was on our show? OG Yak from Chicago?
I don't know. All I know is don't hit me if you can't fight. Work out.
See, y'all be tripping with me when I say that and stuff, man. When I be like, man, I will punch you in your damn mouth,
Yes,
man.
don't hit,
You know what I'm saying?
don't hit me. I don't know about the dog.
Hey, man, look, I was telling, telling people, man, I was myself. So if you want to know some shit, excuse me, you might want to know some stuff, because if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna break every finger that you have in your body. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna break them, and then I'm gonna step on your neck and walk away like I ain't did nothing.
That's like
You
that
know what
old
I'm saying?
saying.
At the same time,
you
you
better
got
keep
the
your
cheat
hands to
sheet, bro.
yourself.
Why is he
Like
so angry?
something.
He's angry.
He's 300. He a bodybuilder, bro.
But I'm not angry, right? I'm
Is
not
everything
angry,
all
but-
right at home? Is everything all right?
Hey, yo, Uncle B.
Hey, Uncle Beast, forget you, man.
Give
You
you a
just stood
mindset.
up there and said that if somebody put their hands on you, you better know how to fight. Come on now.
All you do is work out. All you do is work
Nah,
out.
man.
He got meals set to the side that's already pre-made that he eat a certain amount at a certain time.
Yeah.
Wait, you think working out got to do something with fighting?
No.
That's
Look,
nah.
man, I was raised.
I'm just
Nah,
saying.
man. So
Wait, don't you know
Nah.
the big dudes that work out is the ones who can't fight because nobody want to fight them?
hey,
The
but
bigger
if
the
you
dude,
know
Nah,
that,
I
though,
want to
right?
fight you.
nah.
So
I was
what
see.
you
I
ain't
understand
saying,
our
though,
conversations
what
behind the
you
scenes.
ain't saying, though, is
He's
that
a
I
person.
have
How
a
you
fighting
feel living?
background.
What
You know what I'm saying? So I have a fighting background. I've
Oh,
done
well, that's
martial arts. I've competed professionally in martial arts, MMA, boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm a street fighter too. I was raised in the streets. You know, so that's my go-to anytime I turn around. You know, but I've always been the type of person that, you know, like I stay to myself. I don't mess with nobody. But back in the day when I was a gangbanger, I had no, you know what I'm saying? There was no
Wait, you was a gang banger? What gang was you banging with?
I was a Crip. I'm a former Crip.
Crip. Okay.
and so, you know, I mean, and when you raised like that, you know,
He just banged on you. He just banged on you, T-Lin.
You just know how to handle yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not the baddest person around, but I know how to hold my own.
Now let me ask you something about knowing how to handle yourself. Is it dangerous knowing how to handle having a reputation for knowing how to handle yourself?
Hell yeah, it's dangerous.
It is dangerous. That's why you don't go around bragging.
Nowadays,
you know what I'm saying? It's the way that you carry yourself. If you carry yourself with integrity, if you carry yourself like a human being, like a decent human being, you kind of eliminate people trying to do things to you, right? But it's the mentality that you have to have as well, right? You can't just go around punching people out and things like that, because one of these days somebody gonna catch you, right? And coming from a place where I've been on both sides, where I was the ignorant, naive kid, thinking that the world couldn't hurt me until I got shot 22 times. Then I realized I wasn't invincible.
Hold on. Wait. Whoa.
You can't even carry no line. That's too much.
Pause everything. Nobody say nothing. Hold on.
Yep. When I was released in prison in 1999.
How much time did you do?
I did a 5-year bid. I did
Hold
two of
on.
those 5
One
years
thing at a
in
time with you.
South
Hold on. One thing at a time. Hold on. We're getting a little hierarchy now. Now I'm taking over.
Well, come on with it, then. Come on with it. Ain't no shame in my story, man. I tell my story all the time.
So you say you were hit 22 times?
Yep.
So what did they not hit? Your pinky toe? Like when you get
hit, dude. I was okay. So
22 times.
When I went in, I had done some dirt to some rival Crips, right? You know what I'm saying? So I got caught like 2 weeks after that. So they didn't really catch me. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was in prison. I get out of prison in 1999. Early 2000, I wasn't even thinking about it. They caught me. They caught me. I wasn't even mad.
Wait, so they waited 6 years?
They almost 6 years. That's how bad I got it.
They was waiting.
So when they finally caught me, you know what I'm saying? You're right. So I've always lived by the rules of tomorrow's not promised to me anyway. Right? You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to die, this is what I'm going to die doing. And they just happened to catch me. So fair is. You know what I'm saying? They shot me up. When he was done, I got up and went home and took a shower. Woke up in the hospital 3 days later. Plugs all in.
Oh, hold on, man. Wait.
Yep.
Did they shoot you with a BB gun? You say you got shot 22 times.
I got up and walked home. I walked home, took a shower, rolled up, a nice one, right? My other homies had called me. I was about to light it up, put my head back, and woke up in the hospital. My homeboys had got to my house just in time to take me to the hospital.
Boy, my mama would have cursed me out coming in the house bloody like that.
I've been in Colorado for 33 years now, so I've never been around my parents up until 15. I've always been on my own, and so I was in my own house. And so when the homies came over, they had already heard what had happened, and like I said, I was done.
I'm saying, so you just went in your house, just bloody, like it never crossed your mind, like to go to.
No.
Wow.
Look, when you're true to something like that, you know what I'm saying, you're not really thinking about that. The only thing that I was thinking about is that if I make it through this, I'm getting everybody. Period.
So I'm saying, so what did you do? So you thought you were gonna put Flintstone band-aids on it? Like, what did you think? 22 times? You just
because what ended up happening shortly after that is that they actually arrested me. When I got out the hospital, they came and arrested me for aggravated assault and aggravated assault and malicious wounding. Whoa. So anybody who don't know what malicious wounding is shooting somebody. And so they charged me with that. When I got out of jail at that time, I went back and I finished what was started. I was like, y'all can't do this and then expect me not to come back and do something to you. So I was that ignorant kid. I was that ignorant kid. Like, I have no fear of nobody at all.
Well, I gotta ask this question before I forget. We'll get right back to it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for Quay to come back on because he gotta
I'm here.
He there.
Like he's paused.
Oh, he there?
I was frozen. I'm sitting here like, yo, look, I done got clapped in the face, and it was like, to me, it was like, oh, you can't see me?
I'm breaking up. Y'all see him?
Yeah, I can see him.
I don't know why I can't see him on mine. All right, well, I just got a question for both of y'all. Where the hell did y'all get this criminal from, man? This dude is a real live crook, man.
hey, I got shocked when I found out he went to prison. You know what I'm saying? The way he carries himself now, never was.
Well, that's just growth, though. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have a past, right?
It froze, because like I said, I got hit in the face.
We all start off from somewhere. We all start from somewhere. I think that's what makes us who we are.
Where are you from?
Originally from Virginia, Newport News, Virginia.
What part?
Newport News, Virginia.
What big city is that by?
It's not even a big city. Newport News, Virginia is right around Norfolk. It's right outside of DC.
You from the planet Krypton.
How far are you from DC?
It's not from
about 4 hours.
Okay, yeah, I got my nephews. They were by Virginia Beach though, but they stay in something. So I know it get grimy out. I know it go down out that way, definitely.
Yeah, it goes down out there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but again, all of us that's sitting up here, we all got a history. We come somewhere, but look at what we're doing now, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. My brother had to teach me this. I might have did a good something, but you win. You win. You got more.
It's got a good more behind
you than me. Your story is much more interesting. This is what I want to know though. Like, what body parts did you get hit in?
I got 3 across my arm right here. I got 4 on this side of my back, 2 on my shoulder up here, 1 in my chest over here, 1 that went through my stomach out of my back, 1 directly under there, 1 underneath my belly button, 1 that went through my leg. I got 2 over here, 1 back here, and then my knees got shot up.
Yo, would you tried to run? You know how when they said
No,
fire?
I didn't run.
He would have got
No,
hit in the ass if he ran.
he
No,
did.
I
no.
did not
Listen,
run.
y'all
When
ain't
the-
catching it. I'm about to reenact this. Watch. You remember when they used to say when we was a kid, fire? So that means stop, drop, and roll. So it seemed like
You
somebody
talking
he
about two
heard.
different fires.
This is what I'm saying. Oh, look.
That's two
Some
different
telling me.
fires.
Look though, bro. Some telling me that T. Lynch synced the fire and stopped, dropped, and rolled. And somebody was with
Nope.
the switch, hit him while he rolling. Stop rolling.
They ain't had no,
If
switch
if
like
he
that.
was getting away, he would be hitting the back and then the butt and
Right.
stuff. But
They
he
got
took
me in my back when I was rolling as I was going down towards the ground. That's the only time that they got me in my back, right? And then my shoulders and stuff. Is when they was hitting
He
me,
was
I
like
was
this.
trying to roll.
That's that.
No, I wasn't even like that.
Didn't even
But
protect
my
the face.
mentality was,
Jesus.
you have to remember, right? You know what I'm saying? I was the gangbanger for over 24 years. I was true to what I claimed, right? I understood why I did what I did. I understood why the war started. I had no fear of it. At that present point in time in my life, to be honest with you, I was ready for it to be over.
right.
I was ready for it to be over. So when these
Hold on,
dudes
yo,
had
Tony.
caught me,
Let me ask you this. I think this one thing you leaving
finish.
out. Because you a big dude. How big was you then? Because you said you lost weight. You like 300 now. How big was you then, bro?
I was 165 pounds.
Okay.
Soaking wet. I'm 6'4", but I have the heart of a lion though. So when these dudes ran up on me, I was like, cool. This is it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no punk running out there in the streets doing the things that you're doing.
So did they say something to you, or they just pulled up?
Oh yeah, it didn't need to be no words. They jumped out, they threw up their gang signs and everything, and I'm going to represent to the fullest. I hit them back up like y'all already know what it is. Y'all know that we don't get along. So this is my mentality. You just caught me slipping. I just got caught. Because if it had been you, I would do the same thing to you. Back then, that was my mentality. We live and we die by this. You cannot live by the sword and think that you're gonna live a spoon-fed life. You can't. You made a choice. This is what you chose to live, right? And so you either going to do one or two things. You're either going to survive this or you're going to die doing it. At that time, I did not think that I was going to survive because I had already seen a majority of my friends die already. So I knew that at some point in time, my time is coming. I'm probably next in line because I'm reckless.
I agree with you on everything you're saying. I hope that helps somebody out here, especially the younger people. Only part I disagree with you with, this is to all my young bangers. If somebody pulls up on you, gang banging and throwing up their signs, and you know they got the ups on, just say hi. How you doing? Don't throw up.
Well,
don't throw
and again, I don't look nowadays. Look, man, nowadays I talk to the younger generation about not doing this, right? Like if you're going to make a choice to get educated, make a choice to get out there and start a business. Don't this lifestyle, this whole gang banging stuff. Leave that stuff alone, man. If it's not for you, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you may not have the mentality to survive. So I want to go into the hood and I want to reach those young people out there, those juveniles out there that's really, really thinking about going into the streets. Give them a choice. Give them a choice that, you know what I'm saying, I didn't think that I had. Or a lot of people like myself didn't think that we had. And I want to give them something. I want to give them something that, you know what I'm saying, that's going to be able to benefit them and add value to their life so they can live a good, prosperous life. Be able to do something with themselves, to be bigger and better than what we are, right? You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this, right? Because I was on a panel with some guys talking to some kids, and we kind of had a discrepancy with this, right? So I want to see what you say. What do you say to a kid who friend gets shot? If the police come to get them to ask them what happened, what do you say the kids should do as far as the police? They want to know what happened. They know he was there. What should he do?
Well, I'm going to put myself in innocent kid's place. If you was raised right, you tell the police what they need to know.
Okay.
Because whoever shot those kids, whoever kills those kids are killers. They killers in the street. You know what I'm saying? So if they took the lives of those kids, they'll do that to you. Get them off the streets.
So that's what you would tell your kids to do then.
Look, man, if my son hadn't made it to, you know what I'm saying, if my son would still be alive today,
rest in peace to him.
I'm telling my son right off the bat, I care about you coming home.
Right. I
care about you coming home. So when it comes down to it, if somebody comes and kills two of your friends, if the cops pick you up, tell the cops what they need to know. Because for one, you mine. Okay. You mine. And I'm pretty sure that those kids' parents want to know what happened to those kids. And again, it goes back to what I just said. You got killers running around in your streets.
Right.
And if they're able to do that to a kid, what makes you think that they're not able to do that to someone else? They don't care nothing about life. I want my neighborhood to be a safe place where the kids can go and be on the playground. I want the older people to be able to walk to the store in peace. Because for one, you know what I'm saying? This is what we have. This is our environment that we grow up in. Let's make it as safe as possible. So whether if a person agrees with me or not, I don't really care. Right. My goal is I want our neighborhoods to be safe for our children, man. Our future generations.
No, I respect your answer, because the dudes that I was on the panel with, they was telling the kids how gangster they was and they never snitched and they would never snitch. But then they was telling the kids they should help the police when something happened to one of their friends. And I'm like, y'all need to make up your mind. You can't hold on to that gangster past, then try and teach it to a kid. Because I said, my thing was, I just said, the first thing I would do is say, hey, call my parents and we'll take it from there and see if we need to get a lawyer or whatever. So same thing, I'm not saying. But when my son got shot, rest in peace to him, he got shot once.
Rest in peace.
And I mean, he didn't die from that incident. But when he got shot, I told him, I said, hey man, mask up. We finna go get them marks, man. You know, we caught the guys. They was at a burger stand. They was like a hot dog stand. They was talking to two of the girls, and I got one. And he was like, I said, turn your punk ass over. And he was like, I didn't do it, man. I didn't do it. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that's boys in the hood. I'm just playing.
I started thinking to myself like, he's calling boys in the hood. But also real stuff, man. Also real stuff, right? Most people, most young men that are born into this world, especially in the neighborhoods that we grew up in, are in survival mode. They don't know another way of life. Right? You know what I'm saying? And it's really hard to get out of survival mode and get into living and thriving and living mode, right?
Right.
I want to eliminate the option of survival. I want to eliminate that by sharing the things that I've gone through, because I know that there is another Tony out there. There's another IKS. There's another Uncle Beast out there. There's another Quaalude out there that's going down the same path that we've been in. And I'm sorry if people disagree with me, but this is where I stand. If you have the ability to talk some sense to that kid and be a good mentor to them from your experiences, why wouldn't you do it? Why wouldn't you give another kid the option?
Why wouldn't you do it?
You know what I'm saying? By being a good mentor, because all the people up here, all of us men up here, we're good, awesome men. But it took us a while to get to where we are, right? But it took us a long time to get to where we are, right? And so we have the stories, we have the nightmares. Right. We have the experience of going to prison for, you know what I'm saying, for 20, 30 years and stuff like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
we have
can I piggyback on that right quick, Tony?
Yeah. Let me just wrap it up. But we have the experience of losing friends. You know, so, you know what I'm saying? Even Quay, you know what I'm saying? Being in an orphanage, having to go, that knowledge right there will set another kid up for success, because they become great mentors.
Yeah, it's like that saying, be better than me. You want somebody, you always want somebody to be better than you, especially if they're your blood.
Exactly, man. I don't want nobody to ever have to experience the things I've gone through.
Man,
I'm 51. I'll be 51 this year, and I've lost everybody I've ever cared about.
wow.
Parents, friends, my son, my grandparents, aunts, uncles. I've lost everybody.
How did you lose your son? Hold on, Quay. How many times have you been shot?
Once.
How many times though?
Once.
How many times did you get hit?
Once.
Oh, we don't want to talk to you then.
Same as me. Once.
Don't want to talk to y'all. Back to these 22 buildings.
That's why they say that. That's what
we know people
that
that got shot once.
Back to this. 1 second though, right? 1 second. When I was saying I wanted to piggyback, right?
Man,
I didn't.
22 times.
All right, hold on. This is for you.
Don't you
Check it though.
50 Cent can't come over
check
here
it
and out talk to
I knew you
brother.
weren't letting that shit go, but hold on,
50 Cent can't outdo
I knew you
brother.
weren't letting it go. I ain't let that shit go, but hold on, bro. Check it, right? When I had said, let me piggyback real quick, as what Tony was just saying, I didn't have nothing to say. I wanted you to say Uncle Beach because you brought me on a panel. And I never even thought I'd be in a position to say something like, but I'm going to say anyway, yo, shout out Larry Hoover. You know what I mean? Because when you had brought me on that panel, again, all of them heavyweights that you had on that panel, to me, like I said, them shit's like superheroes. We seen them on TV, DV, documentaries, all that shit. So, right. Make a long story short, right? I know, like, as Tony's expressing all this, you got a song. At the end of that song, you got Larry Hoover saying something powerful. My point is, you put me under your wing, and you have shown me, not just online, but physically, when you brought me out there to your community. It's one thing I've always said. That's why I said to IKS, I said, bro, this dude, the Jay Prince of Chicago. See, it's one thing to be around some people who got some motion. It's one thing to be around some people who got, you can be around a killer, you could be around whatever, but there's a difference when you got people.
I want to hear about this, right? 22 times shooting. I don't think you get
all right, that's coming.
We're talking about good media right
now. Hold on.
This man got shot 22.
We about to get.
Listen to me, brother. Listen to me. This man got shot 22 times, and God left him here. So
damn right.
That didn't happen by accident. And see, he said something, Quay. I don't know if it went over people's head. Like when my son got shot, now my son did get shot for real. I didn't tell him to tell the police. I didn't tell him not to tell the police. His friend got killed. He got shot. What happened? They went to buy some weed from one of their friends that they all of them went to school together, but they ain't seen this other friend since they been in grammar school. So he says at the gas station, him and his friend switched seats. So now he's on the back seat. My son is. So now when he going to sell the weed, buy the weed from the dude or sell it or whatever they was doing, they get to arguing and wrestling over the gun, and the guy gets out of the car. But when he gets out the car, he shoots at the car, kills his friend who was on the front seat. And I'm telling him, like, do you see that? Do you see God spared you? Because all you had to do was not get on the back seat. And there you go. So I'm saying this to say, people have to decide what life it is they want to live. Are you one that's going to call the police? Or are you going to do like he said, get revenge? And that takes it to another thing. The person that gets the revenge, got to remember it's people that call the police out here. So it's just a bad scenario all the way around to be in that position. So the main thing is for the young people, don't even put yourself in this position where you have to tell on somebody or get told on or go get revenge on somebody. And that's how you survive out here. So for him to not mind telling this story, that's why I keep picking at him about it, right? Because so many people don't tell their story. Oh, we ain't gonna get into that. Well, how are you helping anybody? It don't cost you to tell us.
And that's the thing.
I'm
not going to be that guy. I'm not going to be that guy, right? But it took me a long time of healing, of understanding. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to be something for someone else that I didn't have, right? I wanted to be something positive. I wanted to be an example. I'm not trying to inspire anybody. I just want to be an example. I come from the slums. I come from nothing. I've been homeless over 20 times in my life, right? You know what I'm saying? And had to climb out of those holes.
When you say
Now,
homeless,
hold on,
hold
Tony.
on,
Tell
hold
him
on,
what you
straight up
do.
homeless.
Tell
Hey,
him what
hold
you do
on.
every
I
day.
got another one.
Tell him what
I
you
gotta
do
know
every day,
this.
Tony.
Hold on. I'm
Hold
about
on.
to get into that. I'm gonna answer
This
his
is an
question.
interesting brother right here. You shouldn't have bought
No,
something that's
I'm
interesting.
gonna tell you. So when I talk about homeless, brother, I've been in abandoned buildings. I've eaten
that's
out
what
of
I
trash
wanted to know.
cans. I've slept in dumpsters. I've broken in cars to sleep when it was cold at night. I've been under the bridges. You know what I'm saying? I've slept in underneath bushes to keep the snow off of me.
How comfortable can you sleep when you're sleeping in an abandoned building?
You don't because you not only do you have to worry about the cops coming to that building to come check it, but you got to worry about the other homeless people. And so now, survival of the fittest.
When you say worry about the other homeless people, what you mean by that?
Because, man, look, the rules just change a little bit when you're homeless. The homeless people get you too. What you thought that you just homeless and ain't nobody gonna come and take your stuff?
They're gonna tell you, come on in this Maytag
out of a backpack. I had 3 pairs of pants that was all dirty. I had 2 pairs of socks that was if I put them on my feet, they were so hard that they would rip my feet up.
Wow.
I'm talking about not showering for 3 to 6 months, and you go around people, and people don't want to be around you because you smell so damn bad. I was that kid.
Right.
I went from making millions in the street to being broke in a matter of just like that. None of my homies came. Even the ones that I helped out, none of them came and said, "Hey, cuz, here you go, man. Here go 10 grand. Remember that 20 G's that you gave me? Here go 10 grand for you, man. Let me get you back up on your feet." None of them. You know what I did?
What's worse? What's worse? Because I wonder this: being homeless or being in jail. Like, why homeless people don't just go to jail?
I'd rather be homeless.
No, because I did both of them. Because when things got really bad, I would go bust a window out and wait for the police to get there, right? Because I know that I'm going to do 4 to 6 months. So, because sometimes, man, you get hungry, right? And when you ain't got nobody to go to, you ain't got nobody to lean on, right? You got to do what you got to do in order to survive. I knew at that present point in time, when I was going through what I was going through, I wasn't going to go back and sell dope no more. I wasn't going to rob nobody. I wasn't going to do none of that. I made a conscious decision to say, I'm changing who I am. And no matter what that looks like, I'm not running home to mom and dad. I'm not gonna ask nobody for nothing, because no one at that present point in time never gave me a reason to trust them.
Did you get high too?
I used to smoke weed. I was an alcoholic.
Alcoholic? Okay.
Yeah, I was an alcoholic. I smoked a little weed, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't never do any hard drugs or anything like that. But it took me a minute to figure it out, though. It took me a strong minute, and it took some good people that actually came to me at some point in my life and say, "Hey, man, let me help you out." You know what I'm saying?
Did you have a girlfriend?
No.
Okay.
No, I never, because for one, my life wasn't a place for that.
Okay.
How am I going to have a girlfriend? I'm out there, you know what I'm saying, with nothing.
Have you ever seen other homeless people? Did you see other homeless people with girlfriends?
Yeah, man. Oh, man, they used to get down and dirty, and I was never like that, though. I was never like that. Why would I want somebody who's in a worse situation than me?
Fuck it. Couple of human.
Yeah, that's what Michael Jackson got that dirty Diana song from.
If that's what you want to do, whatever floats your boat, you go ahead and do that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, no. Let me get myself together.
How you even thinking about getting some ass when you homeless? Like,
yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the biggest thing that I ever did, man, when I began the process of healing, I had a conversation with God. Because I wanted to understand, why did you take me through these trials and tribulations? Why? And even when I got shot, I asked God, I said, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about the times when I got shot? God said, well, there was people that you was around that got shot less times than you, and they never made it. What makes you, you know what I'm saying? Think about that for a minute. So then I asked him, when I asked him, I said, well, what about the many times I've been homeless? He said, had I kept you in one spot, you would have missed all the other people that I put in front of you for you to help. So even in my darkest moments, even in the times when I didn't have anything, God still was able to use me to help other people. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate the life that I live now, because it's been and this is going to be hard for people to grasp. I had a beautiful life, and most people may not understand that through the story that I tell. But when they see the work that I do, I work in grief now. I help men just like myself who have struggled with grief, trauma, mental health, and abuse and addiction. I help these men by providing the space. Started my own nonprofit. Knew nothing from nothing, but I still went after it. I've been in a relationship with a narcissist. The hardest thing that I had to do was to bury my son at the age of 8 years old. When they told me that my son passed away, I watched my son pass away from unknown causes. I had to hold my son in my arms and had to figure out what I was supposed to do. Because the first time in my life I was happy, I was a father. And that was stripped away from me. So here I am now, back to where I am. Parents are gone, younger brother is gone. I'm the last and the oldest of my bloodline. So after me, there's no one else.
Right.
And I had to take that. I had to take that and figure out a way to use it to do good in the world and not to be destructive, to give up alcohol, to go deep down inside of this thing and really, really begin to have grace, patience, forgiveness, and learn to love myself, but also look at the next human being and say, I love you too.
So you don't drink or smoke, or just not drinking?
Well, I don't drink anymore.
Okay. Right. Now I was just trying to see if you was a full live preacher now or something like that. So,
no. Well, you know what?
But you just smoke a
I
smoke
walk
a
with
Reggie.
God.
No,
I walk with God, and you know what I'm saying? I let God.
But you smoke a little Reggie still?
Yeah, I smoke a little bit, some, you know what I'm saying? But it took me a long time because I just got off the paper too. You know what I'm saying? So I may smoke a little something, but I don't do it all the time.
People like you are so important though, man, because like I said, the people who really been through something don't want to talk about it. And the people who've never been through it trying to explain to somebody how stuff should go. I had to tell one of my people one time, I say, you're taking a relationship advice from somebody who's never been away from their wife before. How can they tell you, man, don't go back to her? You never not spent the night away from your wife. How are you gonna tell somebody what it's like to me? I've been dumped 1,000 times. So if you want to know about getting dumped, come talk to me. And like with you, you've been through it, man. So that's dope that you just really gonna talk about even the stuff you're saying about your son, because that destroys a lot of people.
Oh, it
losing
their
Uncle
this,
B.
Right? Imagine not being able to pick up the phone and call your mom and your dad just to see how they're doing.
Right.
Imagine, you know what I'm saying, you got a younger brother or a younger sister out there that's your best friend, right? You want to see them grow old. You want to see them have a family. You don't get to do that no more. What about, even when in the gangs, this is what people don't understand. When I first started in the gangs, it was hundreds of us. Hundreds. We were deep. 24 years in, it was probably 3. You know where we was taking our pictures at? At the gravesite.
Right.
Telling people, you know what I'm saying? Throughout the years, we had pictures, but the crowd got smaller and smaller and smaller.
Right.
What do you do when you watch all of them die? See, a lot of people don't understand, you know what I'm saying? When you've had to walk through fire, you get comfortable in the fire because you know the next person that comes in is going to need somebody to help walk with them. So I spend my time in the fire now.
Right.
Because I don't want the next person that walks up in there to think that they're by themselves. I'll be the dude walking across hot coals in the flames to come grab your hand and be like, come on, man. You can get through this. Let me walk with you. I don't want nothing back in return. All of this stuff that we live in now don't mean nothing because at the end of the day, when I have to go home, I'm the one who has to hold myself accountable for the things that I have done.
There you go.
Thanks.
So I spend the rest of my life, I will spend the rest of my life being the best version of me that I possibly can, being an example. I'm not trying to inspire nobody, and I don't want nothing from nobody. I don't want nothing from nobody. Keep your money. Keep all of that. I just like being around people who are inspiring, who are out here doing some amazing things because I'm a student.
It's always somebody worse off than you, and that's what people
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
don't care who you is, what you've been through. It's always somebody worse off than you.
There you
And,
go, man.
and God prepares you for stuff like
There you go.
my lady friend, her son died 2 years before my son at 5 years old, right? And I'm telling her, it's gonna be all right. You just gotta believe in God that it's gonna be all right. So
That's hard too.
when my son died, God said, "Yeah, now I want to see if your funky ass really believe in what you telling
There
her."
you go.
And
There you
and
go.
I had to stand on it, and it's all right. And I can honestly say, this might sound crazy to some, but losing my son was not the worst thing that happened to me in my life, because unlike you, my son got to be 24 years old. So we built a lot of memories together, a lot of good memories. And that's why I try to explain to people. That's why you can't waste time arguing and hating each other. Because this thing could be over at any time, because we know
There
nobody
you
gets out
go.
of this alive.
Well,
So me
yeah.
and my son, none but good memories. So I don't have no bad memory to go dig back up and like, oh, I wish we wouldn't have said that. And that's
Yeah.
what it's all about, is building a great time. So yeah, that man.
That's appreciation. That's appreciation. I had 8 strong years with my son.
Right.
I loved every bit of it. So when he passed away, did it hurt? Yeah, it destroyed me, dude. You know what I'm saying? But the blessing is that I got 8 years.
8 years. Some people don't
I
get
got
that.
8. I got 8 years. My mom and my dad, I got the chance to have a mom and dad. Most people don't get that. My younger brother, most people don't get that. I appreciate that, right? So and it's really hard to turn those hard things around to see the blessing in it, and to be able to tell somebody, you know what I'm saying, like, brother, may not be today, may not be tomorrow, but when the time comes, you'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
But then you stand on that. You become a person of your word. You walk within that with that individual, because for one, when you've had to do it on your own, you know what it's like to have to navigate that, not understanding, especially being a man, right? We're taught to suppress, not express.
Right.
And so we have a secondary language when it comes to it, which is anger and violence.
Okay.
It's nothing to be violent when you've already experienced violence, and that's been a part of your life.
It's that comfort zone.
It's a comfort zone to you. It's easy for me to go back to the person I used to be. What's the hardest part is leaving that person I used to be and understanding that I'm not exempt from anything. Everything that I've gone through, people have been going through for millions, if not longer. So what makes me different than them? Hold on, let me go back and read what they did.
Oh, well, man, you have so many people want to go back to that person they used to be. Like,
because it's easy.
Take me, for instance. I can never go back to the person I used to be. You want to know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because I would have to lose 120 pounds and grow an afro, and it ain't going to happen. So that's one of the main reasons. But for real, even what I just said, people get caught up in trying to be what they used to be, and you'll never be that again. It's physically impossible, and mentally, because you know better.
Can I ask you a question?
You know better.
And physically, with some of it.
Can I ask you a question? I want to piggyback off what you just said. So many people want to go back to the thing that they hate.
Right.
And that's usually the version that they tried to kill in order to be the person that they are today.
Right.
So you want to go back to the person that you hate, because for one, I'm going to be real honest with you. I hated the person that I was because I didn't care. Because I was real quick to do something to you.
Right.
Right? I love the person that I am today. So why would I go back to the person that I hate? Because the person that I hate, I wanted to kill.
Right.
And I tried killing them twice.
Wow.
I even invited other people to come kill me. Because I knew the killers out there in the streets. And I was like, shoot, man, I'm tired of all of this. I'm tired of the nightmares. I'm tired of fighting with the police and this, that, and other. Man, I know this dude is a killer. So let me go over here and do something. And I'm going to do it real strategic like, because I'm not going to bring my gun with me. Because I know he going to kill me. Mm-hmm. What happens when that turns around? Right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I did everything to try to kill that person, why would I want to go back to that person?
Why?
That person didn't have no love for nobody.
Wouldn't have what a person has right now if you go back.
Exactly. Look, man, there's a quote that I go by, right? You know what I'm saying? And I even when I was talking to Heat, I was on his show. I'm gonna put this out there and make over a bunch of people's heads. And the ones who get it would definitely understand. The biggest fear in most people's lives is that they are afraid that when they look at you, they will see the person that you see when you look in the mirror. Mm-hmm. Think about that for a minute. Mm-hmm. Think about that for a minute. If you don't like the person that you see in the mirror and you hide in all of this pain, all of this trauma, all of these different things, you're afraid that they're going to see what you see in the mirror, then change who you see in the mirror.
Right. There you go.
Change who you see in the mirror. It's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's going to take a lot of work. But at the end of the day, I don't care who you are. It's worth it.
And with that being said, when we get off of here, I'm going to the gym.
Let's do it, man.
I'm at Jim's Polishes, not that gym.
The Jimmy Dean.
Man. No, man. Jimmy Dean. I appreciate these talks, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate just being a part of these conversations and stuff, man, because it does open up the doors for other people to learn, but also reflect on their own selves and begin to have an idea and dream about what their life can be like. You don't have to necessarily go through this. Just because you're going through it doesn't define you. It's just part of your story.
All right.
So make sure that you finish it off the right way. You know what I'm saying? And do something good.
A lot of stuff that goes on, I don't like it, but I know what I need to accept. And that's the thing. Like with my son, with me having to fight them feds and beat them. I didn't like it, but I know I had to accept it. When COVID tried to kill me because I was in a coma from that, I had no problem with that. That if I'm the one that got to show people that it's real, so be it. You know, because a lot of people think it wasn't real, and it was real as a $2 bill as far as I'm concerned. Because here I go.
Yeah, lost family from that crap. That crap was real as hell.
It go to Fly Brother that it took down. So it's like I had no problem with it. I woke up, I couldn't talk and I couldn't walk, and I said, "Hey God, if this what it is, then this what it is. I ain't got no problem with that." And instantly, I started talking after that. So people just don't be having their faith, and you gotta really have it. Like one of my family members, when my son died, she was just calling me, just totally distraught, and I'm like, man, I really thought you believed in God. For you to say that this is gonna take you on, it's just like you never did then, because you gotta know that he gonna come back and get what's his one day anyway. So it's like some of us just gonna go sooner than other. Whatever he was here to do, he did it. If it's just for me to talk about telling people like, hey, don't drive when you're sleepy, don't drive when you're high. If that's saving somebody, that's what he did that for me. He probably did something for somebody else, just like your 8-year-old. He probably did all type of stuff that you don't even know he had to do for people to show somebody like, hey,
there you go, man.
Let me cherish my kids more. Or so all of it.
That's the problem. People live in expectations, right? You know what I'm saying? And so when you have expectations of life has a changed way of coming back around and telling you, don't do that, right? You know what I'm saying? Live every day and live every moment. Cherish every moment with everybody that you have. Make sure that you're learning something and make sure that you're giving back something. but most importantly, be authentically who you say you are. You know what I'm saying? Because people can appreciate that. And what God may do for other people, you know what I'm saying, did for us, it's going to be totally different what God does to other people, right? Because our paths are different. We just happen to cross. And so as you begin to cross, keep this in mind. We're only walking each other to our next destination on our way home. So make sure
Hold
that
on. If you don't mind me asking, are you snorting cocaine or something? Because you keep on coming back. We just need to know. We just need to know.
You're on mute, Quay.
We just need to know. Good luck.
That's funny.
I'm rolling the blunt, but I keep
Oh,
dropping
okay.
buds.
All
You know
right.
what I'm
All
saying?
right. You know, I know we got people watching, so I just
Yeah. Most definitely.
As you were.
Hell no,
But
bro.
no, man, you know what I'm saying? It's being true. It's being true to it, right? Making sure that you leave people better than what you found them, and making sure that you return home, you know what I'm saying, empty. Make sure that you return home empty. So if you're living with purpose, align yourself with that. Do everything that you can to leave that here because you don't want to contribute to the graveyard. But make sure that you return home. You know what I'm saying? Without that, right? And you live the life that you were meant to live. Don't let your past define you, because tomorrow is not a guarantee.
Let's end the show so Quake can smoke. He's gonna be
most definitely.
He's gonna be Addiction will be our next one when you come on here.
Hey man, whenever you get ready, brother.
Yeah,
whenever you get ready, man, you know what I'm saying. We'll make it happen. So man, as we start to wrap this up, man, let's go through the panel. Tell people who you are and give them some final words, man. IKS, you want to go, brother?
Oh, y'all know who I is, Mr. 20% IKS, part of one of the hosts from the Connect Network. You know what I'm saying? We have one of the best guests on this mug right here, Uncle Beats, man. Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, man. You know what I'm saying? And tune in on next Thursday when we come, you know what I'm saying? Have open up with another one.
Well, we on this Thursday, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, most definitely. Quay, hit them with some knowledge, man.
Yeah, peace to everybody, man. Off top, I want to say definitely appreciate you, Uncle Beats, pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Volume 1 on this thing, man. And this journey wouldn't have been nothing. You know what I'm saying? Without you, bro. So as always, man, overly appreciate you, big bro. And yeah, the IKS and the same to you, Tony. You know what I'm saying? I'm enjoying this journey thus far. And shit, all I can say is, I appreciate you and everybody that pulled up. They're gonna get better and better. Today we just, had to bring the big dogs in from the door, let y'all know what it was hit for, and it's just gonna get more and more magical. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the red carpet hustler himself.
The red carpet hustler.
Word.
Hey, I just want to say salute to you guys. Salute to everybody that's checking this out. Everybody watching this. It's Uncle Beats. Hood Hierarchy in the building. We here, and never be afraid to get with people that's on what you're on. So many people be like, no new friends, all that dumb stuff. Like, I appreciate you, brothers, so much, man. And thanks for introducing me to a real live crook by the book. Gone good.
Oh my God! Oh man,
highly appreciate it. I thought he got more criminal than you.
Yo, Uncle Beast, that outfit he got on is from the last time he committed a crime. That outfit from back there.
Don't be hating.
Look at him. He came like he was going to court.
Yeah.
Man, look. Well, see, there's a difference between going to court and then there's this being your everyday attire. So this is my everyday attire.
Go ahead. Hold on. You ain't see what he just did? You ain't see what he just did? Steeples. Yeah, shout out IKS.
This is my everyday attire.
Hold on, Uncle Beast. Nah, last week, he had a meeting with Netflix, right? Me and IKS on the other camera. Yo, Netflix had so much pressure on him, his hands did like this. I said, oh, no, we ain't doing that. Steeples, brother. Steeples, get the masculinity back in you. They was talking all that Netflix. He got soft. He like, oh yeah.
Tell
He
him we
did
want
some real.
six
He
pack
did
kick
some
you with the
waves
trade.
with his fingers. No. Steeples.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Salute to y'all, man. Give me y'all Instagrams and stuff, man. Y'all gotta grow, man. You gotta make
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all look, we're on Facebook, Connectwork, connect up there. You know what I'm saying? Follow the YouTube channel, Connectwork on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Go follow Uncle Beats, man. You know what I'm saying? He out there doing big things. Man, you know, and we just
Y'all need to log into at Hood Hierarchy. And I always was spelling it wrong. Me and IKS figured out yesterday, I before E, except after C. Yeah. So Hood Hierarchy, right? Yeah, Uncle Beats, and he got some reels. Shout out Uncle Beats, man. I did some reels while I was out there in Chicago with him. But man, y'all tap into at Hood Hierarchy and get some of that content. He be having everybody from the big podcast, everybody, artists, actors, everybody. And but before you go, Uncle Beats, I wanted you to give the people, you know what I'm saying, us at least, you know what I'm saying, because I started it, but I'll be rambling, man. Give us a like Larry Hoover is Larry Hoover, man, and that is also your friend, not just somebody that of from the neighborhood and all that. So you get me, like
Larry Hoover ain't a friend. Larry Hoover is the man that a lot of people look up to, and hopefully he'll be home soon. He's a political prisoner. So is Chief Malik. So is a lot of the Black Panthers. So they political prisoners, and they did try to do a lot of right for the world, and that's where they at their so.
But how does it feel being someone like you with associations? You know what I mean? And access to all of these people that mean so much to the world. That's what I was trying to implement earlier. Like, he was doing all kinds of things for the community. That's still going on now for a lot,
Well, like I said, this was just something that I was born into, which is the struggle. So that goes for Larry Hoover, like I say, Chief Malik, aka Jeff Ford. Anything to do with the Panthers, salute to Chairman Fred Hampton Jr. It's like he's just part of the struggle, man. He a political prisoner, and unfortunately, they got him. It's just like he was saying earlier. The game is the game at the end of the day. So all you can do is play to win, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it. Hey, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and close this one out. We will see you guys this Thursday. Again, go check out Uncle Beast on his channel. And to everybody in the chat, salute, man. We love you. And thank you for your support.
And this Thursday, we're going to have the blue carpet special guest, ADG, Sign of Styles P. Yeah, man. So y'all look forward to that, man.
There you go. There you go. We're going to make it happen. Guys, we're going to check you guys out later, man. You guys have a great, blessed day.
The network.
The network.